The state budget affords legislators the opportunity to, not only to help out the Commonwealth, but more specifically, and I would say just as importantly, one's own district. So, it gives me an opportunity to help out life here in Norwood, whether it's special projects or special causes. We file amendments to the state budget, and we try to help, secure state money specifically for just Norwood or one's district. So I also represent Walpole, so we were able to secure some items for Walpole as well. But specifically in Norwood, starting right here on Nicholas Street, some school officials reached out to me and Senator Mike Rush, and they asked specifically for money for, to create an ambulance simulator right here at Norwood High School. I love the idea. We were happy to team up with the school. That was specifically a school committee member, Teresa Stewart, associate principal, Cindy Durrani, and it was just a wonderful idea. The town kindly donated to Norwood High School a decommissioned ambulance. So it no longer had a use for it. The question was, do the students here at Norwood High School have a use for it? And the answer is yes. But it takes money, and I was able to secure a $50,000 earmark in the FY26 state budget. So I think the last person to call John J. Lighthizer was probably Kay Lighthizer, his dear departed mom. We all called him Lighty, right? I mean, he was a legend. He was just a lovable man, affable, but he dedicated so much of his life to his passion, and that is baseball. In particular, 49 years of his life coaching without missing a year, Norwood Babe Ruth, and in particular the White Sox. And I remember going up against him a couple of times when I was playing for the Orioles under Bob Hansen. Just a wonderful, wonderful human being. We're poorer for having lost him recently, but we're a far, far richer community for having known him. And so it's appropriate to remember him, particularly where we can in the field of baseball. So I was able to secure $90,000 for the purposes of establishing the John J. Lighthizer Park. So obviously it'll be up to the town to decide where that is. I know the Board of Selectmen is considering Willett Field behind the George F. Willett Early Elementary Center, which is a beautiful field. We were able to get $158,000 years ago to create a sort of mini Fenway Park. Yeah. And so now to augment that with maybe a scoreboard, perhaps in his memory of the John J. Lighthizer Field, or a park, or a scoreboard, that's really up to the town. So yeah, it's great to be part of the Norwood Hospital Task Force. I thought that it'd be appropriate to secure money to create sort of a healthcare needs assessment and then an economic impact analysis. So language and money was secured, at least $50,000 for a study to assess the Norwood Hospital catchment areas healthcare needs. I think those needs will verify everything that this community has been saying for the last 5 years, that we need a 130-bed acute care hospital with a trauma center with an emergency department. We need inpatient and outpatient services. We need a cardiac catheterization lab and departments. This study will hopefully corroborate what the 460,000 people who live in this catchment area each day, who work here, who pass through Route 1, I-95, 495, 27, Route 109, all the people that go to Gillette Stadium. Even next year, for example, we will have the World Cup at Gillette Stadium. 7 games over the course of 5 weeks. Norwood Hospital historically has been the mass casualty hospital. But every sort of day-to-day living, it's exceedingly important to all of our citizens who live in Norwood and the surrounding region. The other purpose of the earmark would be to assess the economic impact if we continue not to have these healthcare needs met, not to have a hospital open, not to have a hospital generating the type of employment and economic opportunities for downtown Norwood, for Route 1, and for the entire Neponset River region. That study will tell us how much money this region and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts is losing on an annual basis without a hospital here.